Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to give you 10 latest defense updates. Number 1, TKMS G2G submarine offer might be red flag for the Indian system. Germany's ThyssenKrupp Marine Systems next month will be sending key details of its proposal for local manufacturing of 6 advanced submarines for the Indian Navy in the country. And as per media reports, key aspects will be that these German-built submarines will have no room for the incorporation of Indian systems like air-independent propulsion system developed by DRDO. TKMS might agree to take responsibility for the delivery schedule of these submarines that will be built by selected Mazagon Dock Shipbuilder Limited and Larsen and Toubro at a 4:2 ratio if it is built using German technology. But the incorporation of the Indian system will affect the delivery program due to expensive trials that might be required to certify them, which is why TKMS will oppose taking any liability for such delays if India insists. Next, HTT-40 HAL to explore export market after ramping up production line. HAL has decided to activate 2 production plants to produce Hindustan Turbo Trainer 40 basic trainer aircraft with an annual rate of production to reach 20 units from 2026 to 27 onwards. Next, IAF awards contract to iDEX winner who developed Gagan camera for RPAV. Indian Air Force has signed the first iDEX contract for the procurement of Gagan, an extremely high resolution camera developed by Indian startup DV2JS to be used for remotely piloted airborne vehicles. Gagan camera is equipped with a 95 megapixel CMOS image sensor, which is modular and compact so that can be carried in hand or mounted on RC drone and UAV as it weighs less than 15 kgs. Next, 9% of India's electricity to come from nuclear sources by 2047. India will get 9% of its electricity from nuclear sources by 2047, the centenary year of the country's independence, Union Minister Jitendra Singh said on Sunday. The Science and Technology Minister made these remarks after reviewing the functioning of the Bhabha Atomic Research Center in Mumbai. Next, Iran's IRGC successfully tests kamikaze drone equipped with 50 kg warhead. An Iranian official said Iran's Islamic Revolution Guards Corporation has successfully tested a homemade long-range high-precision kamikaze drone equipped with a 50 kg warhead. All Kohestani, the head of the Research and Self-Sufficient Jihad Organization of the IRGC's ground force, made the remarks in an interview with the semi-official Tasneem news agency, which was published on Sunday. Next, INS Vikrant gets back its original 1961 bell. The bell installed on the first INS Vikrant, which was part of the Indian Navy from 1961 for 36 years, has now been returned to the country's latest and first made-in-India aircraft carrier of the same name commissioned by Prime Minister Narendra Modi last year. The bell was on the first INS Vikrant in 1961 after India bought a British origin aircraft carrier HMS Hercules and gave it an Indian name. The bell was on the first INS Vikrant, which served till 1997 before getting decommissioned. The bell was later out from there and put up at the earmarked residence of Indian Navy Vice Chief 5 Motilal Nehru Marg, the Navy officials told ANI. Next, Canada, India, Japan, Korea, and the US complete Multilateral Guam-based exercise Sea Dragon 2023. Sea Dragon is a US-led multinational exercise designed to practice and discuss anti-submarine warfare tactics to operate together in response to traditional and non-traditional maritime security challenges in the Indo-Pacific region. In its fifth year, Sea Dragon 23 brought maritime patrol and reconnaissance aircraft communities together from the Royal Canadian Air Force, Indian Navy, Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force, Republic of Korea Navy, and the United States Navy. Next. Indian Army may be considering 700 Zorawar Light Tanks. According to the latest report, the Indian Army's request for information of the light tank has initially requirements for 354 light tanks that DRDO is developing with private sector company L&T, but considering the length and breadth of LAC and LOC, Indian Army may be looking to procure nearly 700 light tanks in total when it enters production. Work on Zozilla Tunnel is full swing, over 40% drilling achieved, project to be complete by December 2026. The work on the strategic Zozilla Tunnel, an all-weather connection between the Kashmir Valley and the Ladakh region, is going on at a rapid pace, and over 40% of the drilling has been completed, the construction company said on Sunday. Next. India's Russian oil imports now double of nation's top oil suppliers, Iraq. India's imports of crude oil from Russia touched a new high of 1.64 million barrels per day in March and is now double of the purchases from Iraq, the nation's traditional top oil supplier, but the purchases appear to have plateaued as growth has slowed. Russia continued to be the first single largest supplier of crude oil, which is converted into petrol and diesel at refineries, for a sixth straight month by supplying more than one-third of the oil imported, according to energy cargo tracker Vortexa.